Guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of How Do They Know? We're in a new era of this show now, not Multiverse Saga. That is, like I said in the other episode the other day, that saga is completely, officially done. Nothing, no more about the Multiverse Saga, because that was a definite saga, and it deserves the word saga, if you know what I mean, because saga means that it's a bad thing to go through, and it definitely was. Now, this is Series 2, Episode 1, and today we're going to be talking about time travel. Now, you guys might not think that time travel has anything to do with space, but, I mean, this is very confusing, and this probably might need more establishing on this episode, but I think I can get everything into this episode. This is my co-host, Ronnie.
Hello.
With me once again. This is just a disclaimer. I will be having some more co-hosts on. I'm going to ask my friend Jabril if he could be one of my co-hosts on one of the episodes. He did say yeah, but I don't know when I'm going to do.
Just has to be fixed up.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
I think it's going to be another episode of this series, maybe like a bonus feature or something.
Anyway, today's topic is
time travel. Now, excuse us, we had a little catastrophe with the phone and where to put it because...
But it's solved now. Let's get on about the topic and stop rambling.
So, do you know what time travel is?
It means travelling in time. Backwards, forwards, up, down, sideways.
Yeah, anyway, it's possible. My theory is that it is possible
to time travel.
Yeah, I think if somebody was smart enough, they would be able to create a time machine.
Don't you think they've already done it?
They probably haven't. People just probably want to, bury that over and, not talk about it because it's the secrets of the world. But
there's lots of secrets.
Honestly, I do actually think that people will be smart enough to build a time machine and make it work so you could travel back to the past to relive moments or travel in the future.
I don't.
You don't think it's possible?
No.
Why?
I really, absolutely, categorically do not believe that will ever be possible.
Why?
Because
the future is heading that way. The future is heading that way with robots, machines.
Yeah, but robots aren't time travel.
No, but they're building machines a lot like time machines. Already.
In what way?
Tesla and stuff like that. Not Tesla, not Nikola Tesla, sorry. David Zuckerberg, whatever he's called, the guy who created Facebook.
Making robots.
Yeah, but other people like Elon Musk and stuff, making machines and stuff.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So what I'm saying...
Things are moving along.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the time machines, but if people like that can create machines for other stuff, then they can definitely create a time machine.
Maybe I was wrong when I said I don't believe it'll ever happen. I think it will, but not in my definitely not in my lifetime.
Not in my lifetime.
Not in your lifetime.
No. Probably not in my grandkids' lifetime.
Maybe a long way down the line there will be time travel.
That's
possibly.
Yeah, possibly. That's
not definitely.
It's not 100%, but
it's all breaking down molecules and God knows what atoms and things like
subatomic particles.
Wow.
Time travel has got a lot to do with subatomic particles. And what I also wanted to discuss in this video as well, that I know it's a movie, but I'm not saying anything. I'm just... Oh, God, that's coming off the chair.
Stop picking me chairs up.
The science behind Back to the Future is correct.
Why?
It just is.
How do they know? I mean, we stopped saying how do they know now. It's more of a why.
Why?
Prove it to me.
Well, I mean, how do they know works as well, but the science behind Back to the Future is right, and it's been proven by famous scientists back in the 80s.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you'd need, nuclear juice. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think in these
sort the flux capacitor
level of topic of conversation can ever be assessed by a movie.
No, it can't. I'm just saying the science behind Back to the Future has been proven to be right.
You'd have to prove that.
I mean, not
to
about...
say it, you'd have to prove that it's been proven right.
Yeah, but I can't, because I'm just like a Joe Blogs. I mean, I'm just here on my table talking about it.
Where did you hear about it?
On an article. But I know how stupid and dumb that sounds, but believe me, I have heard it before, and... I'm talking about the part where, you'd need, a flux capacitor. That's a flux... No, it's just a fancy word for nuclear juice to run on. Right. A time machine has always been known to run on, nuclear power.
Right.
I mean, I don't believe that you could make a car time machine like they did in Back to the Future, like a DeLorean. They probably wouldn't be able to do that.
No.
I'm just saying about the flux
capacitor. I can't discuss anything
capacitor.
that's like levelled at a film. You know, that's
No,
just
but
make believe.
I know it's just make believe, but it's been thought up before films were even thought up about. People like
I know,
physicists have been talking about time travel back in the 1700s.
Really old films about it way back.
They've been talking about time travel and more back then than now. It's surprising how people back in like the 1200s were talking.
1200s?
No, I'm just talking. This person takes everything seriously. I'm saying it's just an I know she dissects everything. It's
how it should be.
No, it shouldn't, because she could even pick me up on, like, if I said the word flux capacitor wrong.
I know, but way back then, I don't think they were talking about time travel way back
Probably
then.
Not, but they were still talking about how the universe was made. I mean, there were scientists then.
Yeah, there were.
And physicists.
And there were clever ones as well.
Yeah, and those physicists would have been talking about time travel back then as well. Believe it or not, they would have been. But what I'm saying is that it's unbelievable, unbelievable really, how people back then were talking about it more than they are now, really.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
that's
you've
all I've
got
got
all
to say.
these people, this Galileo who invented.
Galileo.
What did Galileo
Galileo.
Galileo.
But that's basically all I need. Are you texting during this episode?
I am. I'm very sorry.
Oh my God, there's going to be a warning. There's going to be a warning on this show. Don't text.
I'm very sorry. I forgot to send it, and your mother will wonder why I didn't answer.
Because we're doing a How Do They Know? But that's more or less all I wanted to say about time travel. The other thing is that they don't just travel through time. This is very, very hard to explain. But if I wanted to tell you this.
Yes.
This is important. Grant, don't be Googling stuff in the middle of this episode.
I need to do Galileo.
No, you can do it after the episode.
He was an astronomer, a physicist, and an astronomer, physicist, and engineer, sometimes described as polymath. Commonly
Greek polymath, yeah, we've heard it all before.
To as Galileo, his name was pronounced, but it was all them things. And when was it? When?
Very good.
1564.
That's what I'm saying. They were talking about it
not
then.
Quite then.
No, but it's a long time ago.
Far back as then, there was some very, very clever people about.
When I was...
They didn't have Google.
No, they didn't. They just, in a way, made it up as they went along. But they're very valid theories.
What they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was also saying is that if time travel was real, and what?
You pulled the plastic off my chair.
No, I didn't. It were already coming off. There were a flap.
Plastic.
Yeah,
what is pulled off my chair.
I didn't pull it off. There were a flap. Honestly.
Don't say flap.
Why?
Anyway,
what
he was right.
I was saying, I know it won't, so don't pick me up on this. Remember, this is only setting an example. I'll say it as much as I want, so you'll remember.
Right.
If time travel was real in this, like if time travel was real now. I'm not saying that it is.
No,
but if it is, then it would be like you can time travel from your home. I know how stupid that is. I'm just saying that I wouldn't do it because
you wouldn't you? You wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't do it because number one,
might just be if it was real now. It might just be an everyday thing of life.
In another in a multiverse.
In a multiverse.
In a multiverse. Yeah. We're not going back on multiverse. Don't worry. What I was
but why wouldn't you do it?
What?
Time travel if it was a thing now?
Because I've said it 100 times before, and you could easily say, "How do you know?" I mean, yeah, but it's obvious, really. I mean, I wouldn't want to time travel to the future because I wouldn't to see how the world would turn out. What is fashion like in the future? Sam Smith. Sam Smith. Balloon Man.
Say no more.
Say no more. Kind of like a robot in that suit. And I wouldn't want to go back to the past. I mean, I would, But if I weren't doing anything, I'd just watch what I did in the past or something, or relive a good moment.
But you wouldn't have been born.
No, I mean in the past where I was born.
Where you was.
Now,
right.
it's really bad. Apparently it's really bad if you do time travel back to a part where you weren't born in your life and you do something that the timeline didn't flow off.
Right.
Yeah, like, you know how people said that the timeline's already written and you're supposed to do that in that order.
Right.
And if you interfere with it,
Trouble.
the space-time continuum will probably smash or something. That's what everybody says.
Right.
But if I time travelled, say, back to the 70s or the 50s and I stepped on the wrong stone, I would be probably being chased by giant cats by now or something, or dinosaurs. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Right.
Like, completely
I've
something.
Lost you. I've totally lost you.
I know you wouldn't get this. I'm just putting it out there for all the people who want to time travel.
Right.
And if it is around in their generation.
So, another question about time travel. When you sit in, whatever you're going to sit into time travel, if it goes wrong and you don't stop travelling, what happens then? Where are you?
Let me do something. Long story short, I'm trying to be quick. I hate your phone, Gran. Honestly, it's not your fault. Your phone, you need an Apple. Right. You said if you stepped in a time machine and something happened wrong. Right. Okay. Well, then probably. There's an advert.
That would probably be what happened. You'd be going shooting through time and all of a sudden everything would stop for an advert.
Yeah, well, if something happened that were wrong, you'd probably be... Yeah, you'd probably be... Yeah.
Well, that didn't time travel
that
did
didn't do very well, no, that did not do very well as I expected. But dear. That brings today's episode to a close, and thank you for watching this episode. It means a lot. Next week, we're going to do this one.
Spirits.
No, it's not. That's not How Do They Know. We're going to do that on Friday.
Of course it's an How Do They Know.
No, we're just sitting down talking about it. How Do They Know is all about space. When we're talking about ghosts and spirits, that's just a video that we're just sitting down.
When we're doing it then?
I've told you this about 5 times.
When?
Friday!
No, when did you tell me 5 times?
Like last week.
Oh, slept since then.
You can even go back to
one.
No, I need to... Oh, God! I tell you! Right, that brings this episode to a close. Stop it!
I'm waving.
I forgot what I was going to say now because everything's just going on off at once.
I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit mad and off the wall, but
it was fun. It was fun. I love this series. What I wanted to say, this is important for this series of How Do They Know Series 2, is that these episodes are going to be dropping on YouTube every Wednesday. It was every Tuesday last week for Series 1, but Series 2 it's going to be every Wednesday, and next week we're talking about... I think it's black holes.
Black holes next week.
Black holes next week.
Well, it's going to swallow you up now, so bye.
Bye!